Hi. Have you ever done something you regret and you ended up feeling like you were the problem rather than what you did was the problem? My name's Ami. I'm a therapist and somebody who has spent a lot of time in rooms with people discussing this in great detail. Welcome. Shame and guilt get used interchangeably, but they are doing very different things inside of you. Guilt says, I did something that doesn't line up with my values. That thing I did was not okay. Shame says, I am not okay. I am the problem. Something is fundamentally wrong with me. Same situation, completely different experience. And where it lands changes what happens next. Brené Brown's research on shame is some of the most important and life-changing work in this space. Guilt is this productive emotion. When you feel guilty about something, you're actually motivated to repair it, or apologize, or make it right, or do better. Guilt keeps you connected to your values. Uncomfortable, but useful. Shame does the opposite. Shame is correlated with depression and anxiety, aggression, disconnection. People in shame don't reach out. They often pull back. They don't repair. Instead, they might hide. When you believe you're the problem and there's nothing to fix, you kind of just feel like you need to disappear. Shame can be loud and convincing. It sounds like truth. It has an authoritarian voice that says, you know this about yourself. You've always known this. Everyone can see it. It's critical. Because it feels so certain, people can absorb it without questioning it. So neurobiologically, I'm going to take it to the brain science. Shame activates the same threat response as physical danger. Yeah, pretty interesting. The amygdala fires off, stress hormones flood the system, the prefrontal cortex goes offline, and you lose access to your thinking brain when you're in shame. Telling someone in shame to just think about it differently doesn't work because the thinking equipment is temporarily unavailable. Coming back to the body first, like the tapping we did yesterday, that gets the nervous system out of the threat response, and then the thinking brain can come back online. The way through shame is almost never more self-examination. Compassion first. Safety first. Then ask, is this about what I did, or is this something about who I am? Did I do something that doesn't line up with my values, something I can address? That's workable. Sitting in a story about being fundamentally flawed, that's just shame doing what shame does. That'll keep you stuck. You are not the worst thing that you've ever done. We all have worse things we've done. You are not the hardest season that you've ever been through in your life. Those are experiences. You are a version of yourself. You are not a version of yourself that somebody else decided you were. So next time that heavy feeling shows up after something goes wrong or you made a mistake, pause and ask, is this about what I did or who I am? And that question can help you determine what your next step, thought, or feeling might be. All right, that's all for today. I love you. Take care of yourself, and I'm sending you peace and light always.